Hello, ahoy there. Welcome, I'm Tiny Pirate. Oops, that looks silly. Hi there, YouTube. Oh, I should have put ahoy, shouldn't I? Never mind. So here we are. We are busy live streaming again. I did do a live stream last night, but it was terrible, and so I just deleted it. I spent a lot of time scratching my head trying to solve Arcosphere problems, and I have since kind of solved them, so it's time to talk about some other exciting things that are going on. So this bad boy, which again has a stupid name, so please feel free to fix it. This bad boy is the ship I've been using to go out and collect arcospheres, and as you can see I have probably got around 200 of them now, which is pretty sweet. There's probably still more I can go and get, but we might leave that one for another day. Yeah, I'm trying to think, can I afford to do that in some way? Can I do it automatically? I have to jam this in, which I suppose I could do. Anyway, this ship's pretty sweet. It does speed 300. It can go probably just about everywhere. It has a massive reactor, bit of liquid and steam, and this liquid and steam pretty much at nigh infinite practically. A lot of lasers, these shields. Sometimes we face some very big rocks, but so far it has beaten them off fine. It's avoided them, and it's got a lot of fuel. I actually want to use this to eventually land on some worlds with stuff on them, because I want to see if I can shoot that stuff and steal the things. If some of you may remember, there are weird artifacts. Well, I want to try and find some, and what I first want to do is find, where am I building my weird stuff? There it is. So here what I've got is here we go. I've got a bunch of personal defense lasers, I've got armor, I've got high-end shields. All of that stuff is ready, and I'm actually carrying a Tesla gun and a lot of Tesla ammunition, and I suspect that will be sufficient with some personal lasers and shields and what have you to take on one of those artifacts with all the biters in them, but I'm not too sure. So the second thing that happened in the last episode, I was trying to follow a guide to establishing some arcosphere folding. So for those of you who don't know, I will explain. So arcospheres are these special balls that your space probes find, and when they come in, they're just a ball basically. I don't even know why I've got 500 there, it looks weird, or 5,000. You then have to what is it? Invert the ball, which turns 4 balls into a bunch of different types of no, it's this one, polarization. We've got to polarize them first. Turns 4 balls into one of, or 4 of 8 different types. Think of these a bit like quarks, subatomic particles with spin and charm and strange and all of this. Up, down. These have got all these Greek letters, and why that matters is that there are recipes that come basically at space science 3 and 4 that require 2 of these polarized arcosphere balls. The only problem is that 2 that come in get spat out as different types, and they're not really in a consistent kind of style. Oh, this one actually spits out 4. Oh, this one could spit out 2 of any type, you just don't know which type. So if we wait, it might flick in a different... never mind. It's going to do what it's going to do. And likewise here, spits out 2. And what you end up with, if you're not careful, if you just put all the balls through these science machines, is boxes of very similar types of the arcosphere balls, the polarized ones, and then everything stops, and you basically are feeling very sad, and your life is kind of miserable. What I've done is I followed a guide, and then I followed a different guide, and then I kind of did a little bit of my own thing. So let me explain. We've got about 200 spheres in the network. I don't know why I clicked that. I just wanted to mouse over it. And what you can see is I've got them filtered so that each box only takes one of the 8 types all the way along there, and they're all hooked together with a green wire which goes onto this pole. So on the bottom right you can see the current number of each of the 8 types. We'll get back to that. I've also got a green wire from here, and it's just saying for each thing times it by 1. So this is an arithmetic accumulator, and output that as S, and I've put that on a red wire. If you put it on a green wire, you get this quite funny loop. So you can see the S and R numbers going up bananas because it's multiplying itself by itself and so on and so forth, and it's getting confused. So for each thing we've got a count. So the red count right now is 149, 150. So that's the total sum of the balls that are in the logistic network in this area. Oh no, sorry, that are in here, I think. Is that about right? It probably is. So it's kind of interesting. It's kind of cool. There's lots of them kicking around. And then what we have is this, a gravitron machine-y thing for each recipe. And if you recall, there are 8 recipes that take 2 spheres and turn them into 2 different spheres in a kind of a there is a pattern to it, but it's long and tedious. You can go watch it, if some YouTube videos on this. There's only a few of them, to be honest. And what we have is 8 of these, and then even then they won't necessarily work evenly. Like if you just ran them, you could still end up with things being out of balance. So there's this whole other type of recipe which is called inversion, which takes 4 of one set of balls, of polarized balls, and turns them into 4 others. And this one is the opposite of this one. So you can see like this, right? Now, how do we stop everything getting out of whack with all of this production turning all the spheres into the wrong type? Well, first of all, as you may recall, in my case, I've created an entirely separate network because I want, we'll just turn that off, because I want basically a committed number of drones here at all times. I don't want them traveling off. And that actually hasn't really been a problem. So I might, will I cancel that plan? No, I don't want the balls traveling outside of here. They need to stay in this area. I don't want them accidentally moving off on the network, so that's fine. So what I've got, and this is the tip I picked up off a YouTuber. I should give them credit. It was it Lawrence Plays? I think it was. He had the most simple, straightforward approach. There are 4 arithmetic combinators here. As you can see, the green wire runs up all of them and connects to this green wire here. So on this green wire are the current numbers of all the balls in this box. Okay. Now this recipe takes in a lambda and an omega and spits out one of something else. So the first thing we do is we say, for the lambdas, times them by 1 and output that as a tick number. So if I mouse over on the right, you can see that the tick number always matches the lambdas, so the upside down wishbone. So it's outputting a green number, which is the same as the number of lambdas. This one is outputting a W, the same as the number of lambdas, and these are the 2 ingredients. So right now it's outputting 18. Apparently there are 18 omegas around. Then we have another number, which is the arcospheres. So the Z and the theta, and Z and theta are the products, and they're timesing by -1 to make a negative number. So what we're doing is we're seeing, is the product coming in, a positive number, greater than the product going out, which is a negative number. Now if you think about it, if you combine all these numbers together, then if the number is positive a lot, then it means there's more ingredients than there are outputs, which is not optimal. We want there to be basically the same number of each type as much as possible, because the recipes all skew the numbers all over the show. So we want this whole rack here to return those numbers to some sort of semblance of evenness. So the whole point is this machine will try and do its job. It'll invert, or it'll polarize. What do they even call it? Folding. It'll fold these spheres when there's more of these spheres than there are of those spheres, which makes sense. So how do we make that happen? We've got a red wire here connecting all of these outputs to the input of this decider. And the decision is, if the tick is greater than 2, then I want it to output everything on its output number thing. Okay, so output everything. Everything that's coming in, output it again. So what's coming in is obviously going to be a number, which isn't useful. But I've put a constant combinator here, and it has the ingredients for this recipe. Ingredients, and they're just outputting as a signal with a number of 1, and I've put that on the input. So every time, and if you wait, you'll see it flicking on the right. So every time there's more ingredients than outputs, this will flick, there you go, did it again, and it will tell the inserter here, because I've connected up the output with a red wire to this box, and do the set requests. So pretty promptly we should see the set requests flicking in and out. I'm just going to see, and usually this will lead to, okay, is it going to run? Is it going to run? Don't know. So usually this will lead to happy boxes. And what we're seeing over time, and I've done this for each of them. So this one has those two ingredients. So you can see ingredient times 1, ingredient times 1, output times -1, output times -1. There's that. Greater than 2, set the input. So over time, left to their own devices, these keep the numbers in the bottom right no more than about 2 different from each other, which is just helpful. I'm actually tempted to increase this to 3 just to reduce some of the fluff, I guess you could say. So if we increase this to 3, because I have 200 balls in the network, the deviation isn't, just isn't that great, isn't that big of a concern to me if they deviate by 3 or 2 or even 4 or 5. Probably that's getting a bit extreme. So that might reduce some of the movement. Because obviously when they're sitting, and of course the outputs go straight into a purple chest and then go straight back into one of the boxes. So when they're in these purple chests, they actually don't count, which makes me wonder, should I connect the purple chests also to the green? That might be a good idea. I don't know. I'd be interested in your all thoughts about that. Because I guess the green, they can just go straight in. It would... yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting question. Now, here the big recipes have 4 in and 4 out. So what we do, 4 mathematic combinators for this set of ingredients, and 4 mathematic combinators for this set of ingredients. And on this set of ingredients, I times them by 1. And on this set of ingredients by -1. And then we combine them together into this output. So if I run my mouse along, you'll see the output hovers around -20. Currently it's on 19, 20 roughly at all times. And then what I've said is, if the number is greater than 7, output everything, which is the request, and now this chest, and now this will operate. If the number is less than 7, then output the ingredients here, and this one will operate. Why they're both operating at the same time, I don't really know. The number moves around a lot, and it doesn't really seem to matter. I put a second one in because when I ran more than 2 sciences at once, it was generating, like, the numbers here were like 3 or 4 on the requests, and it was generating such a buffer. I think it was skewing the whole system. Like, it was really, they were all ending up as basically 4 or so of the same balls, and I had to empty everything out, put them all back in here, let the system run for a while to balance it, and then only turn on one of the science machines. And then I also just changed those values to 1 so they weren't causing issues. So if you recall, science 4 at this level is basically Naquium plate, significant data, and then various varieties of arcospheres, which is pretty straightforward, to be honest. And I'm kind of looking forward to the next step, which is to set up tesseracts, which will be kind of fun. I really quite like watching this run around. And the more I think about it, the more I think we should have the number on the pole, because while the ball is there, it still counts. Like, it's still part of the total in the system. So why wouldn't we? And sometimes we see one of the balls will sit there for a while, which the only downside is that those balls are not accessible to the network, which means that no, what am I saying? Of course they're accessible. They are absolutely accessible because they're in a purple chest. Let's just do this to this to this. So you see, for example, this one already has Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. No. No, that was the blue chest, wasn't it? What am I doing? I need to connect to the... Okay, okay, okay. To the wrong chest. Wrong chest. Okay. Okay, so we just accidentally told the network to pick everything out of every box. Okay, this is what we want to do to the purple chest. Okay, that was silly. Okay, there. Set requests. I'm going to set it to set requests. Okay, it's going to take... Why is that being a but? Oh, I see. Well, no. Okay, so because this has on a red wire, and the red wire goes all the way through, the set request was spreading across the network. So now, just get rid of all of those. Set requests. Oh, the number's plus 47. Okay. Okay, that one's not collected badly. Set request, so it's going to... Okay. All right. It was being weird. It was being weird, and I'm glad we fixed that. So in case you didn't understand there, the numbers come through on this red wire, and then once they're coming out again, they can have individual ticks because it's not connecting back into the input. But these were on a red wire, which meant that I was putting those 4 values back into the maths on both of these. So when it wanted to request and pass everything through, it was passing everything through from both chests. Both combinators or combinators. But now, because there's only a green wire, there's no other green connection here, that signal is not being passed anywhere else. So that should... Yeah, it should be fine. And I'm looking at the numbers in the bottom right, and they're maximally deviating by about 3, which is good. Well, one of them is suddenly climbing. Are we going to see that stop? Yeah, we have all of these covered. I think that's probably fine. So, yeah, I find these quite an interesting puzzle, actually. They're kind of cool. That's kind of a neat thing, even though I didn't really solve it myself at all. So the next thing I want to get cranking before we do some other cool jobs is I want to make these things. So this is a whole process. And what we're doing is I will need to bring down some... Do I want to weave this behind? No, I think we can go this way. Man, my UPS is tang-ing. Very sad times. Do we want to go this way? Whoa. Oh, you're getting... Oh, that's right, because we've turned off the recipes, so it's kind of looks like it's disconnected them from the pipe. Once I get more Naquium, I think I can... Arcospheres. I think the buffer will be high enough that I can afford to have more requests out and away from the network. Yeah, which I suspect is what's required to make this work very well. So we want... I've kind of done this in a kind of a stupid way. Actually, if I did it this way, it would make more sense. So, yes. I honestly don't think I'll be able to sustain more than that. It's kind of tragic, but it is what it is. we're going to try and make Naquiite thingamybobs. And I'm not even going to put the spheres in until... So we will want to... actually... we need one as there as well. Let's put all these spheres back in a box over here. Take these, jam them in. Can I put a few more in? There's just too precious to waste. So we have those two, and I want the this beautiful, beautiful stuff too. And the next job we're going to do after this is head out to Cryonite production land and take the some of the stupid production we've been doing out there and sort it out, because it's been going a bit horribly wonky, and it's been making some poor life decisions, and I want to get a ship to fix it, basically. Actually, turn this off before we mangle everything. No. No. Oh, well, you're easy. You can just go like that. Where is it all? Okay, so that is now ready, and as you can see, it takes in a bunch of junk, and then it outputs a bunch of different spheres, and this recipe will flip, so it'll keep changing the two that aren't there. It'll mix them all up, and it'll also output arcospheres. So what I want to do is I'm going to probably use one. Oh, no, I not have one of those little cute chests. That's a shame. Yeah, I'm going to go for a little fly. I've got a little bit of chest production going on up here, so that can do that. When I'm out, suddenly you'll see me swamped by drones, because they out into the main logistic network, and they come through and pick up all the sort of leftover jobs. Sure, why not? We'll take that many. How are you looking, by the way? You've got 30 of those, 40 of those, only 10 of those. You probably actually need about 50, I think. 10 of those is probably plenty. It might be time to send that one back to our Naquitite area to do some more data science, deep space science, and a little bit of ball handling, ball juggling, so to speak. Okay, so we put this here. Actually, what am I going to do? I'm going to request lambda, z, and zeta. Lambda. Where was it? Lambda 2. Z 2. And zeta is the first two, is it? Are they happy with that? Yeah, they are. So what are we going to put for the outputs? We need the balls to go back out. Just been doing it like that. Oh, and we should give them a little bit of the old juice to give them a hand. That is slow as. Is that going to mess with things too much? I mean, it's only taking 2 out of the network at a time. It's returning to... Are you actually going to finish a job? Oh, they have to get pushed out. That's right. So... I'm trying to remember what requires the QB things. I suspect It's not this. This does. So we just want them eventually to be pushed out of the network into... So QB things. Yeah. QB things, go. Oh, and we can fill in that. There we go. It's cute. It's going to work. Are we going to see any weird travel time issues? How is production? What kind of maximal production can these do? 1 a second, nearly. Wow, that's really cranky. Oof. Do we want to even try and do more? I'm kind of reluctant, just because the amount of drain we'll see. Yeah, look at that. That drain's all coming from the necrotite. So, we know that that's working. This is now going to do this. I'm going to take these actually up to the probe, the Arcosphere probe area, and then we're going to build a new ship. So we need to build our ship to take our cryonite slash, because coolant and the lack thereof is a bit of a problem, and the lack of coolant is causing bottlenecks in the production of fuel here. You'll see that it's, I mean, it's doing okay, but we're just not keeping up. I will almost certainly want to put more in. So there you go, it's going to make some of that. Have we reached some kind of max? Oh, it's so terrible. Like, we're not getting the fuel made, and that goes for both fuel sites, I believe. Yeah, even that one is not keeping up, and yeah, at least this one's kind of full. Wait, where are you actually going? Good. So yeah, I want to make sure we've got cryonite, and that will help us ensure that everything else works. So we're just going to crank out a little old ship here. The first, I'm sort of thinking, I sort of want this back of the ship. Like, this whole setup here is kind of cool. It will almost certainly need, potentially, I reckon, up to 3 booster tanks, but maybe not much more than that. So if we take this, well, I do have a blueprint for it, I'm pretty sure. Oh, and I swear every time I use this, the blueprint falls out of my inventory. Not that one. One of these. So where does that even go? It sort of goes about, was that even lined up? I don't know. Yes, it was. And then it's going to go about there. Is it going to remember? What I don't want is, don't need that. Oh, I'm going to need to put fuel tanks in it, aren't I, for cryonite? So we don't need this. All of this logic might as well be redone. Do we want this? We have 3 of those, that works. I'll just try and think. The taking off and the landing on the surfaces tends to be really intense. Like, it uses a lot of energy. Would it take 3? Potentially. That's like that. That's all fine. Put those there, maybe. What are you? You're supposed to be the green signal, which you what? And you're the yellow signal. Okay. No. Oh, for goodness sake. I wish you could just uncable everything really quickly because it causes the biggest dramas. It's kind of... I'm gonna need room for tanks. Pondering. Not really much to be done here to streamline that. Oh, actually there's like an absolute ton of room though. Oh yeah, look, we can actually put that all the way over here. Dodoosh. Like, just how much do we want? That doesn't really work. This isn't going to be required because, let's have a look, because we're going to places which already well covered by bots and all the other junk. So there's got heaps of capacity here. That's quite a lot. It could be... kind of like the idea of that. I mean, that just looks kind of stupid now, but... oh, game, come on. Don't cause me weird problems when I hear audio crackles. I think that's just, honestly, that's UPS frame rate issues kicking in. Can we just do something like that? We'll put some energy stuff in. What are the wires on here? No, you don't connect to this one. What are you even? Why are you all... okay, green, green, green. You connect to the bottom three, and the red wire can connect to the top ones. And what are you even... where are you even picking your... oh, I see. Just put it on... no. You need to be... I get what's going on. Okay. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Red wire come here, here, here. Alright, so, I mean, just kind of a simple, dirty check. And I can even put the red one in just for extra battery concerns. There we go. We got lots of power on this bad boy. We have a kind of awkwardly placed one of these, so I might... where would be more useful? There? Kind of would like a couple more lasers around. And then I would... Actually, I do need some power storage, so we've got to get that in too. Arguably, we need some power generation, which we can do with these. Oh, just dirty, dirty thing. Could we... just presumably jump over there? That puts that one there. And now what can we fit in? Just one? I mean, that's a decent amount of cryonite slush, so I like that. And we could definitely fit more batteries in. Oh, we're going to need power as well for this bad boy. Okay. This is not too crazy. What are you? You need to be... 420. Why not? This is the stuff that keeps the ship running, the station running. So you're going to go off and get cryonite for us. First of all, we need to ensure that on the out... Okay, we got to sort out the inputs and the outputs. So that is the input here for this. Yep. And we're going to need an output for the slush when it comes through. I can't put stuff through the shield wall. You've got to have it on the other side or it will have a little fit. So you see, you just can't build around it. Okay, just jump over it. And up here we will have liquids out. Bam. And it will be like that. Okay, so the cryonite will have a happy home to go to. This is fueling up. Can this land on the surface? I don't know. But once we fill it up, we'll take it there and have a little look-see. And this could be quite a good little model of ship. Now, there's going to be just a lot of beautiful electricity charge. I might have to strip out one or two of these just to fit the combinators in that I'll want. Because what we'll want is a... Yeah, I'm going to have to. There's no way we can fit all of this in otherwise. We're going to need a... If we do it like this, it's going to be to depart. We're going to have a location, fuel, and I don't actually care about charge. Going to have a that, so that's location, fuel, charge. Maybe we are going to have yeah, location, fuel, slush, charge, and then depart. At the other end, we're going to have just the slush, the location, and then depart. Oh, maybe one more. Maybe charge as well, just in case something goes bananas. And then we're going to have the combinator to depart, the other combinator, and the properties around the vessel to do with stuff and things. So it'll be that to there, that to that tank, that to that, which will output C, and that to that. So that'll gather all the data we want, which is now on here. I'm going to wait the wiring up till we get to the other end. We've got a 420 here, so that's going to be great. We need to put one down at the other end. I am kind of sad that I can't fit more solar panels in. However, I don't think that'll be a problem. I think we're carrying enough electricity to charge us through things. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. What are we looking at? Almost there. We'll just leave that for a minute. So yeah, the cryonite production is a bit of a hassle. I mean, the fuel production. And there is really a backlog of cryonite, which kind of sucks. And the rocket at the other end, I kind of figured out what's been going on, and I don't know how. But I don't know if some of you may remember, I've been jamming lots and lots of cryonite barrels into here. And... oh, I need to change that back to this. So, yeah, there was 14,000 odd barrels of cryonite just somewhere in the logistics system. And, well, we got any left now? We've cleared them. Oh, very nice. So that was where all the mysterious barrels went. I have no idea how they left the system, but this whole process is still kind of muddy, and I just want to sort it out better, so that will work. Now, what about you? Have you got what you want? 24 and 30. You do, but where would we send you? It's not exactly good numbers here, right? 90 collectors, and I've got 24 from Dark Assemblage. Oh, and then it's also it also every time it picks up some from the Universal platform. I probably just need to. I might leave that one for now. I don't want to drain your resources kind of needlessly. This one has a bunch of the science, a bunch of this one. Yeah, let's send this back to Dark Assemblage, just on its way. Yeah, it's got everything it needs. So we can go do that. Pick up a few more spheres for us. How much, or how many of these we're looking at now? About 150? Okay, that's pretty cool. That'll help science production eventually. And what I'm going to do down here, which I'm reluctant to place right now because I fear that it will... or do I want to anyway? Maybe I want to anyway. And then we can just depart in our ship. So I want to get built out a machine to produce the next catalogs. This is probably overkill by quite a lot. So I will turn off a lot of this stuff. Like, I just don't think in our wildest dreams we could fuel this with the science and stuff that it needs. Just get rid of that pipe. That's the inbound one. Everything else can pretty much stay as it is. I've removed the stations. Create blueprint. And plonk it down here. Now, if I cross my fingers and don't go near it, I think that I won't get caught up in any weirdness. So how are you guys going? Are the balancing still balanced? Oh, starting to get out of balance. Wonder why that is. It's possible it will jam up, and it could be to do with travel times back and forth from here. Oh, and okay, we're out of that stuff. You're kind of loading up in a see, it's this because I store a lot. Yeah, it's kind of a pain. The balancing is probably better than it looks, but because of the storage, no, maybe it's worse than it looks. I don't know. At least we've still got a few of each, so it hopefully will figure itself out in due course. So anyway, I think the other ship is probably about fueled right now. Let's see if we can get to Calipo in a reasonable time. 39k all round. might have to be it. I know it's not going to use much, so I can't imagine it makes a massive difference. Calipo orbit. Calipo. Requires fuel and booster tanks. Oh, start integrity check. You're fine. You're fine. Heaps of integrity. Doesn't require much. 200, just tons there. Relatively streamlined. Not 100% good, but not too bad. Okay, let's see if this can do it. And engage. Whomp. Oh, did we really leave that back? Oh, okay. I'm just going to pretend that that's not a problem because I want those there. What are we looking at here? 3.3 gigajoules. His production is 3.2, so it's going to very slowly drift down. Little spikes on the lasers. It's going to pick up through the belt. The antimatter engine is 5.8. It's generating 7.9. Shield projector is 2, so okay, it's really the lasers firing. Will we make it there? I would love another one of these in. I mean, I could extend the ship. Could make it a little bigger. It wouldn't hurt. How fast is it going? 270? It's pretty quick. What even is this ship called? Caladius. It must be the Razorbill. There must be us on it. Yes, slightly mismatched shields. And actually, one of the things I've noticed, so it's worth having a look at on the, nope, not the Interstellar map, on the Calidus map, is that some of these worlds have artifacty things on them. And where's another one? Charon. So I'm kind of keen to visit them in our big ship, which might be something we do today. Some of them are not massive. Actually, that one's pretty big. So if you look at Nalvis, the radius is going to indicate how much it costs to launch from that. So this is a massive planet. Tons of crude oil, but, you know, whatevs. Some other systems out here are tiny, but don't have anything interesting on them. Calipo we've been to, so it might be worth visiting, at least maybe come out and visit Plato and Palto, sorry, and see what that artifact is. How are we doing through here? What is it? No, still thinks we're fine. What does it reckon C is? Oh, I don't have a signal to check. It's still fine. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to fix this up in some way. $25. I mean, that's a quick turnaround. So we can get this in and out, and we can take back a full load of cryonite. I wouldn't mind taking back just a bit more, to be perfectly honest. And the other thing I should check is where would we even land on Calipo. So we have cryonite production somewhere over here. Do I just want to land off to the side somewhere? If I just go all the way back, then we can choose more accurately when we land. It'd be good to get 6 tanks in. I feel like this ship could be a bit bigger, but if we just leave the clamp and this and these engines roughly where they are, then we could extend it a bit when we get back. Unless the surface, come on, I'm just control ending back the way, here we go. So if we were to, actually, why don't we just tell it to just don't bother with any of that stuff. It's not relevant. We will fix it up some other time. So how much more? So this could be easily like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could easily be like up to 10. I wouldn't want to make it much wider, but it could be longer. Okay, that's good. So I'm actually going to save here. because, what are we on? We're actually on 77. 77. I'm going to save here because if we land and can't take off again, I'm just going to be devastated, and then I'll be somewhat stranded, and it'll be a pain. We'll have to tear it all down, and that's just going to take too long. And I don't know another way to calculate it. So if it was to be a slightly longer ship, could we park somewhere here? Yeah, we could. Let's see if I can... Oh, well, that's where I wanted to be. There we go. Let's get rid of this power pole. I will come back and replace it with something better. And that way we're close enough to... Look, we just got absolutely just tons of slush. Someone going to come grab that? I'd like a little bit... Yeah, here we go. I want about that much room, I figure. And we have a bit of room at the top there. Okay. Womp. Now, could we take off again? First question. Now this orbit. Oh, we could. 23 GG and it does heaps. That's perfectly good. Goodness me, that is fantastic. So, before we put the fuel in, let's just replace some of these. Are you happy? Everything seems to be powered, so that's good. Why does everything feel crawly? Is it because I'm walking through snow? I think it probably is. So, let us just kind of clean up this ship a bit and make it a bit less stupid about its front. And I'm pretty sure it landed with like a lot of battery power. So if we were to just like copy that and just go, you know what, let's make you about that long. I even might want to streamline you somewhat. Make you go a bit faster. Is that too much? Are we gonna... So we're about... That's 1, 2, 3. How much is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have about from here we have about, if we just keep it a one line, we have about 14, 15 from the edge. No, let's go back. I just don't want to have to rejiggle the whole ship. Okay, so from about this pump we have room for about 14, 15. So from this pump we have room for about about 15. So let's just check this way. Yeah, there's plenty. Okay, cool. So let's take that. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, that's plenty. Is the game gonna hate the volume that we're currently occupying and tell us that we can't take off? I don't think so. So let's have a look. Status integrity check. 221, 245, so not that bad. You. Could we just arrange this a bit better? 6 is almost certainly sufficient, I would have thought. And now we actually have quite a lot of room for other stuff in here. And just get this out of the walkway. No, but could do those, don't really mind. Actually, kind of don't like that, but it's not too bad. And then I'm thinking hard. It's why there's a pained expression. I mean, that doesn't seem too bad for a cryonite hauler, does it? A cryonite slush hauler. It's got plenty of power generation, which probably it doesn't need. We just wanted to increase it by 2 after all. And honestly, I think the batteries will do the trick. I mean, we wanted one more. Ah, this seam down the middle. Not quite big enough to do anything useful with, right? Okay, I think that'll do. And that is fine. Check. 245. Yeah, just seems to be hull based. What was the streamline quality? Oh, streamline 100%. So it's even going to potentially go faster. How exciting. Okay, so let's get this thing loaded up so that we can enjoy the fruits of our labor. Vis-a-vis tons of cryonite into space. Oh, we're going to use the space pipes, aren't we? Because we're an idiot and we didn't bring any others with us. That's fine, what ifs. That fill all of this. Alright, that's not too bad. So, I can start wiring this thing up now. How long is it going to take? What? Why are you... What? What? Why are you so slow? That's fine. You're pushing hard. Kinda don't understand when it does this sometimes. Like, just push the stuff in. Does it count as viscous or something? I don't know. Like, why? It's pushing there. Okay, well, I mean, it'll get there. Let's sneak in the back way. Oh, can we get in? Yes, sneaky, don't tell anyone. So, okay, we have all these controls. So we need to connect them all up to green. Green. We need to give this one that instruction. Or do we want to choose a middle tank? Maybe a middle tank where it's... Oh, maybe we do 2. One there, one there. So now the cryonite will read at 15,000. So there's 25 each, so we want cryonite to be greater than maybe 40,000 seems pretty reasonable. 45? Thinking 45,000. So when cryonite is greater than 45,000, output a tick of 1. When we've got charge, haven't we? When charge is greater than about 80%, no, maybe 70. I think we've got heaps of energy on this vessel. Output a tick. It's currently doing. When the location, we need the location is, what is the A value? Oh, come on. Do I have to look on the map? I probably have to look on the map. So when A equals a number, (1161). So when we've done that one, when A equals 1161, output a tick. So that means we're on this planet and we're full of stuff. And now we've got one more, which I can't remember what we're going to do with that. Oh, that was for the going out. So we've got lots of fuel. Oh, we've got lots of cryonite. We've got charge. We're on the right location. And now we jam all of these with a red cable on the output. Bang, bang, bang into here. And this is going to say the instructions for the ship. When all those are true, we want to take off. And we want to go to location, which is an orbit. And I know the number for that orbit is 748. And we're going to put that also into there. And when ticks equals 3, output the input count of everything. It's only on 2, and jam that bad boy into the instruction manual there. So it'll go wham. Oh, it's actually pretty damn full nearly. And that'll get it to take off. Now what we also need to do is to set, whoops. Can I get it? 420. Whew, okay, phew, just about. Didn't forget that. Okay, so that's the clamps. This is going to say the clamps you need to attach to are on the left of the side of the ship, 420, and it's going to connect to a docking clamp that's facing that way, also called 420, and your speed, I don't know if I actually need to do this. I will say your maximum speed is 500. And we're going to just smack that, I like to red right into there so it knows where it's going and how it's going to get there. And we are so close. We are at 42. Is it still actually ticking along? Oh yeah, there's heaps of cryonite in there, almost too much. 42, 43. I quite like to hook up the doors sometime as well so that it won't open in flight. It only opens when the speed is at -2, which is landed, when the speed is less than 0, basically. Speed less than 0. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. So you are to be open when speed is less than 0, which it is now. And then as soon as it takes off, it'll lock. And we won't be able to fall off the ship, which I have done before. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? And blunk. And blunk. And happy times. So now what we're going to do is the other way around. So we need to connect. And the green signals are everywhere at this point. So we're going to go... No, not the input there. We're going to... Oh, maybe I'll just do it properly from... here. So it's going to go to here, to here, to here, to here. Is it? I might pick that one up. So the first check will be that sulfuric acid, no, that slush equals is actually less than about 1,000, maybe 2,000. The last little bit can be a bit of a pain to get out. So slush less than 2,000, output a tick with an input count of 1. This is currently sitting on 34k. That used up nothing. Wow. Okay. Like that was that was really not a lot. It's got to be greater than 30,000. Output a tick. And this will be that the A value, I'm not going to worry about battery, equals 748. Output a tick. Are they the one get them on the right? Yeah, tick, tick, tick. So 3 ticks, and then we'll connect up output, so we get ticks, 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 and ticks all going in. Only one tick going in right now. And then we'll need to, what is that, 1161? And then we'll need to say, you need to land on moon, because Calipo's moon, 1161. And you'll need to take off to do that. So that's going to be when all these things are going to happen, you're going to take off. Now I like to talk to myself a lot when I build these systems. So now it has the input destination and only one tick, but it knows that it needs to get 3 ticks before it will pass those instructions through, each with the item count, each with the input count. So only when it gets 3 ticks will it pass those instructions on, and those instructions will come into there. Okay. It's got only one, so that should be... Let me just double check that. Is Calipo a moon? I'm really sure it is. And do I have the number right? 1161 moon. Yeah, like it's... To be fair, it's quite tiny. Like that makes a real difference. Like just even 1,000 or so more than Nalvis. Little... actually no, just Nalvis. 2,000. So the 2,000 difference in kind of size makes a world of difference for the taking off, unless there's some of the maths that are hidden, but I'm pretty sure that's what's going on there. How we're looking for batteries, no problem whatsoever. Shields are running perfectly. This is absolutely stashed, chock full. And what kind of speed are we doing? Slightly faster, maybe slightly faster due to streamline, but the ship's bigger. Do we even have a chance of even hitting a big rock? I mean, occasionally they come in, so it's probably not that crazy. And again, this ship needs... Where are we even? Oh, we're almost there. The ship needs to be named. I haven't got any good names. And wham! We're in! And we somehow managed to avoid cutting everything in half. And the cryon... Oh, got to wire up the cryonite. Yay! This is... I'm so excited. This is like just such a nice little thing to pull off, to be honest. That's going to fill up. It's going to maybe make... Oh, I don't need to make this a priority. It's just a good ship. It's doing its job. It is very low on fuel. We can go back. It can go back at least. So let me have a look. The Linnet is there. Where are my other ships? That one. How are you doing? Oh, fuel. Very long battery. Oh, you got another 3 for me? Is that all? Why didn't you get... What? Why are you failing so horribly to do your... Yeah, it's so weird. Why was it jammed up? Okay, I'm quite confused. It seems like... Okay, so these guys are just slowly cranking away, but it seems like the science ships weren't working at all. And this guy is currently idling, just hoping that some other big ship turns up with battery to charge it up again. But, what are you doing? Like, where are you? Is Nalvis orbit full? Nalvis orbit is full. Why haven't ships taken off? I think it's a lack of fuel, isn't it? Now 3 of them have. Well, 2 of them have. Why have you not? You've got fuel, maps, maps, maps. I've created 3 more ships, but what I don't have, I suspect, is enough landing sites. So, What could I do about that that would be effective? Sort of thinking. I want to do stuff remotely here to pull more. Like, as you can see, we do have a lot of necrotite coming in, but not enough. And I am pondering, I need to set up places with more, basically. So the ships come back by the looks of it. Those ships are all gone. That's loading. So these guys are just having trouble unloading fast enough, really. And so everything's stuck here waiting for them. That's kind of interesting. I mean, that's not a bad problem to have. That's an oversupply of necrotite problem, which is never really a problem. Let's be honest. Yeah. However, oh no, we've got some gas here. Yeah, it's coming through, some fuel. And you are pushing out your fuel, your slush. Oh man, why is it so slow? Like, seriously? I mean, it is going to take off soon, so I will just leave it alone. It's just going to go and do its job now, back and forth. Now, what's happening here is the science it's producing over here actually chucks everything in this chest once it crosses the network divide, and then it gets sent off. And as you can see, we're not exactly talking huge numbers here, which it is kind of a bummer, to be honest, but... that's all seized up and stopped. That's a shorter plate, and the plate problem is a shortage of supply, and that shortage of supply comes from the planetary problem, so we do need to solve that. But as you can see here, look, everything's kind of balanced itself, being left alone for long enough, and it's found equilibrium, which is neat. Obviously some of these boxes of supplies of stuff don't really count, but it's found within itself its happy place. So it's time to tear up, like, just so much of this stuff. Just go. Don't want it, don't need it. It's going to be a bit of a pain to divide this up. Oh, no. Yeah, these boxes also need to go. I always leave them out, and then I regret it. It's possible. No, I don't think it's possible that some of them are already in the network. Seems unlikely at this point. You are a working station that can work straight away, so we'll put you there. The rest of them need to have all their properties changed, or there will be sad times. Get rid of that. So I'm kind of keen to see if we can get some of these actually producing. Alright. String of those. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Any of that. Don't really need this either. There won't be enough science coming down. Oh, this station can go in. Doot. Wham. So, let's tear up all of these pipes and stuff. Shove it all back in the network. What are you lot doing? So that. I will probably just do that. It feels easier at this point just to cut it all back. Trim it. Yeah. You need trimming as well. Cool. It being trimmed. Enjoy that. So, and at least we've got all of these machines though. That's pretty sweet. You'll need the 3 catalogs. I'm kind of a little sad that the production, I just can't see how I could ever scale it. to the mega base style that I do. I mean, I don't know how many arcospheres it would require, but I suspect like just umpteen, like just millions. Well, not millions, maybe hundreds. Hundreds and hundreds. Oh yeah, so yeah, this we do want in straight away. Bonk. You can come in. We like you. You're alright. Where are we going to jam you? Cryonite we seem to have up the wazoo. How are we going to do that? I'm actually not sure how we were doing it. Did we split it across the belts? What are we doing up here? I don't know. Oh, we send all the cryonite in and then we split the other products. Alright, that's fine. So cryonite, you're very lucky. You're very special. You get your very own belts. Everything else, however, it kind of sucks. So it doesn't get its own belt. So you are the first of the weird science. Oh look, this is a deep space 4, isn't it? Space dilation data, minus 37,000. Yes, like that. And then... yeah. Here we go. It's going to be... Yep. Space dilation. Ready to go. You, on the other hand, need to be... space folding data. And... lots of you. Yeah. I kind of wonder if this is the approach I should have taken to everything. Like, did I build it too big? Almost certainly the answer is yes. Would I do it again? Absolutely. Give you some go juice. Next set of data is... what is that? Interstellar travel data. I've got to travel around doing science, I think, for the final science. 30... no. I wish I could just do 37k, but no, I'm going to have to wait till there's a stack of like 4 or 8,000 before anything gets moved by train. Which is just nuts. It's just crazy dumb, but what can you do? And you, last but not least, are the final weird data set. And at least these are all kind of easy to make. Like, you've just got to jam them all. You know, they're just different ingredients with the weird balls. And then you just jam everything together and it's good to go. You know, just put them all through the different factory. Why are you not changing colour? There we go. That was a bit weird. So, you... so that works. And you're not really even outputting much at all. We'll need to make sure the pipes are all connected. This is going to be like the world's slowest piece of science production. Alright, you're good. You are solid as... ah, yeah, of course, because we tore up those... no! 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 Stop it! Okay, coolant out. Yep, that works. Cooling out. Hot stuff goes in. Oh, cool stuff goes in. Hot stuff goes out. Oh, what a beast. Okay, so at least we can consider that done. Oh, okay. Jet fuel is in. What? Okay, so all the ship's gone. Cool. So let us look at all of our weird ships out there. The Razor Bill. I'm gonna just put it up so I can view it. Yeah, 34k. It's happy as filling up. Happy as good. So that's that. How is the Linnet? The Linnet is our ship and it's fine. The final one I do want to keep a kind of close eye on is the one that is docked, the Gannet. What are you looking like, pal? Oh, you're just completely out of gas. Well, that's fine. It won't take off when it's so slow. It's got 5 arcospheres for us. It has a total of 8.6k science, so that's pretty sweet. And more arcospheres and more science are coming. So the next ships that come here will end up charging it for us, which is grand. But we probably need to head to the surface. My base is looking clean. Oh, thank you, Weedle. I overbuild this, otherwise I would not be able to do it. I would just brain fade. I would completely brain fade away. I wish I got better pings on messages. I feel bad when I miss messages from people. Just look, it's so annoying. These are going to have to build up like so many, and we're short an aquatite plate, so we're kind of stuck. So I think it's time to actually I want to go and shoot some stuff. Who doesn't? Let's go and gear up. I want to go explore. I want to see if the ship can actually do I no. I'm gonna first of all first things first, increasing our save the space config and load a ground config. Saving our getting our anaquitite production increased will make a massive difference to the rest of the game. So we fix that and then we go blow up all the aliens and steal their stuff because I want it. I want their stuff. It's very simple. It looks tidy, but it's also running at like 20 FPS UPS. So yeah, life is not good always. And alright, minions, switch out my loadout. This is where I like to have a little look around and see if there are any weird loops that I'm not aware of. What are you doing? Why are you going back and forth? Oh, you're taking stuff to here. Fair enough. Everything else is happy? Where are you guys going? Oh, you're just continuing to stock these up. Good. Those little probe things are really expensive. Oh, you're moving rocket parts around. Good. Eventually, once the slush comes in, this stuff can probably be turned off. But I am surprised to see so much petroleum flowing. I would have thought that our petroleum ship, which is not here, so it's obviously loading up. I would have thought that would have plenty of capacity, but it could be that we need to generate more better ships and move more petroleum around, and especially because I could move it to the middle of the map once I delete this. For example, I could just nuke that, put another ship station in, have more fluid ships flowing around. Let's have a look. See, it's interesting, these Anaquitite voyages are all off, but there's only 3 landing sites, so almost certainly a whole bunch of them are just literally hanging around in orbit waiting for a slot to open. This is a pain. I suspect that this is causing the imbalance. Actually, that's my hunch. If I put one there as well, yeah, it might draw more evenly. How is everything else looking? Do we need to research anything? What is that? Oh, it needs magnetic monopole data. I'm going to try and research it, because when we go down to the surface, it might be ready for when we get back. And let's see if we've got much of a stock of stuff. Let's have a look at our science. Oh, science is actually cranking. Good. It's actually way faster than it can keep up with. Like it just zoop, it'll burn through, and then the slowness is actually the inserters moving stuff around. The inserters, I think, slow things down just so much. Alright, well that's 8% already, cool. And we are slowly getting our gear switched around. Cool, probably fine to go down to the surface now. Should we take a rocket down, or should we land our own little pod? Holy, okay, wow, oof. Maybe that's plenty. We'll take this one down. And look, the slush is still going. We're still using so much slush and so much petroleum. I'm going to have to come up with a short runner. So what I have right now is, if I come to the map and we just let myself do stuff, there's these ships here, and they use rocket fuel, which, to be honest, is really kind of expensive. Oh, they don't need to travel. Yeah, no, they get rocket fuel from the surface. So they bring fluids up and down, and they are okay. And in fact, I would probably not touch these. These are fine. Down here, we have a water vessel, which I would say is probably pretty busy. And we have next to it, you briefly saw it, a petroleum vessel that is obviously way too busy because we're still relying on barreled petroleum. So it'll be time at some point to fix that. Okay, so we are now happy. Let us travel down. So if you haven't seen this before, this is my Novice. It's a little ridiculous. If I click on LTN, you can see the kind of supplies we have. So millions of glass, copper, absolute tons of just vast amounts of stuff, which I like. I don't like waiting for anything. So why are we short on plastic? We're short on coal. We're short on coal. That's an offline job for me to do. Pain in the butt. Okay, so even anywhere that I would even be able to add more coal to the network, we're getting kind of a little short on resources. Some stone up there. 5 million coal there. We'll go through that in a few hours. It's also so far away. There must be more coal around. Okay, yeah, so that's going to be another problem for another day. Probably an offline problem. So we're going to travel and try and set up our... Actually, man, I'm starting to worry, like... Oh, there's 18 million coal. Let me just add a little map tag. I'll just choose some random... There you go. 7 million ore down there. I usually do a burst when I'm offline, and I'll just go through and set up like a half a dozen mines that I really want. But it's so far from everywhere else, it's going to really slow things down. And this is the far edge of the map. There's nothing out past here. So I am getting pretty close to needing to stop eating this entire base. Potentially, I'd be able to switch everything over to maybe spaceships with antimatter and just start mining the heck out of all of my remote planets. Got 5 of them. I wonder if I could cannon stuff back. I don't know if I like cannons. They don't seem very efficient. Okay, so here is my current Naquitite. Well, let's have a look at the current Naquitite system. So here are the chests. Oh, here are the ingot and the plate movers. They struggle to move enough. Here is the production of bars, but I struggle to get enough powder in. here is the powder production, but honestly I struggle to make enough because the bottleneck is this. Actually, it's not. What's the bottleneck? The bottleneck is this stuff. This is so slow. Like, I'm tempted to duplicate just this entire build. Yeah, and just make it. But up here is where vessels land. I want to put something... Actually, probably down here, to be perfectly frank. Oh, actually, let's have a look. Yeah. Because... let me have a look. Yeah, it would be kind of cool here, because then I'm sort of not right in the face of all of these trains over here. So let's just switch out my book setup. Oh cool, we've got the next thingy thing. And let's open this and put down the grid. Where are we? Okay. Energy Shield 5, do we have anything after that? Oh, we have this to worry about. So Naquium processors, that's another one that requires... oh, and then it's going to lead into energy shields, but... Oh, we don't have Space Science 3 anyway. I could get the next belt, but I don't know. I don't know when I would use it. I don't know what point I would use it for at this point. We're on Infinity Science for a few things already, so I think we'll just ignore the sciences. Let things build up, because we're already just chewing through the resources as it is. I don't really want to just eat everything. What I would like to do is I could probably just copy the entire top of the other base with those 3 landing sites. Oh no, not that. Stop. No, put that back. I've found now that as soon as I get the thousands of drones moving, everything just seems to just crawl or go bananas. I wish I knew exactly why, but I mean, obviously the game is, like, the base is too big. It's fine. But I'm not quite sure what I can do to kind of help or anything. I found when the base gets very, very still, basically once it's reached some kind of state where there's no more demands on science, it sort of chills out a lot, but that's still not, yeah, not perfect. Let's just take that. Yeah, let's do it. What I will do, though, oh, actually, it's a blueprint, so it should just be happy. 99, yeah, it's nice to keep those things the same and to change the names of all the stations. So that's good. Arguably, I should have at least laid out a bit of dirt and picked up some dirt myself before I came here, because most of these will now not work properly, except for this one, until everything turns up. Oh, and actually, duh. Oh, that looks really ugly. What's going on here? Let's tidy this up. I'm trying to make like a cute little... Oh, don't have that one. I'm trying to make like a cute little hazard sign, basically, to say, hey, watch out, don't go this way, it's dangerous. I'm actually not sure if it is dangerous. I don't know if it is dangerous to be... Look, that one's a corner and that one isn't. Is that going to make it bad? Ugh, who knows? Boop. That one. How have you managed that game without cutting something off? Alright, well, I'll just leave it. Whatevs. See if we can get this stuff built and not stand where the spaceships land. I'm not actually sure if spaceships landing there will cause problems, but, like, or crush me, but I'd rather not find out. Okay, those are all coming in. Those are all there. The ships are there. So in theory, all of our necrotite haulers... Where are you? What are you trying to do? Oh, you have never been told to engage. Oof, that's a bit embarrassing, Peter. What am I doing? Never told to engage means that they will just sit there. They need to be tested and engaged at least once. Citadel. Okay. TPS Cormorant should be TPS Neckwhite Hauler 4. Come on. TPS Neckwhite Hauler 4. See, it only needs one laser. Like, we need nothing to defend going orbit up and down, especially with these little putty engines going slowly. So I think more fluid haulers is not a bad idea. So we got Neckwhite Hauler 4. These are all unnamed, so if you do have a name for them, let me know. Those are all the high priority ones. We have Citadel. Why are you not taking off? Shortage of fuel. Okay. Actually, I'm going to leave you until I know you're flying. And do we see... Those are all back. Fluid ship's back. Good. So, okay. Fine. I mean, do we just need more antimatter creation? That puts a big strain on our proton production, and that puts a big strain on everything else. Okay, that's pretty sweet. That's really jammed that in. Okay. Arguably, like one little buffer tank would help because it's 6 and 6. So 6 and 8. Who knows? Okay. I'm more confident than I was. Let's have a look. Okay, so the Gannet's coming home. Oh, how did you pull that off? You're almost fully charged. Oh, not really, but how far away are you? Oh, 1 minute. Yeah, it's plenty. 5. That's what I like to see. Nice. 5 more arcospheres for us. A ton of science, which is good. Okay, good. Okay, cool. You're a good job, Gannet. Razorbills there. The Linnet, which is a terrible name for a ship. These guys are all just... Okay, so these two ships came in. They almost certainly ate through a bit of their steam, charging the other ship up. But they got heaps of steam, so it's not much of a problem. Oh, more science is still flowing. Wonderful. I should do something about moving these around. I'm confused as to why these two got locked up, but that's okay. Undying Dodo, whatever that is. Kite, Zweihander, Cuckoo. Rampant AI is docked. Necrotite Hauler 3, 4 is on the surface. Good. Citadel is in orbit. Albatross is in orbit. I'm just going to start integrity check. What are you waiting for? Just fuel. Wow. Okay. One of the things I do want to do is, I think I just want to clean up these boxes and stations. They don't add anything except... Oh, no, not that one actually. Stop. No, yeah, that's some FPS, UPS there. They're just entities that don't need to be connected. Alright. And really, I'm kind of piddling into the wind with this. There are so many entities in this map. Okay, but also they taunt me by sitting there doing nothing useful. Yes, good. Just tidy. Okay, cool. See, these ships, they do load them quickly once they're here. And this one's actually, I can probably stamp that in. Good. That's excellent. That's basically done, so I can pretty much head back to orbit. And then I think, what will I do? I think we'll go and try and take on some critters. I want to go like tomb raiding. Okay, drones, come on. I'm not sure what it is, but when my drones are involved in particular, it seems it just... Alright, are we happy? Alright, now there's now plenty of options for ships. Oh, I better stand still or they will get titchy. Actually, orbit, what I'm... Man, come on, I really need this, I need this stuff to be going. Finally, when this is full, then the ships don't, yeah, then I actually start fueling other stuff, not just the canisters. And there's really, the issue is that a couple of, well, one big ship, the Linnet, is taking a lot of nuclear fuel. This is how we will set this up once we have something. But for now, what I want to do is head back to... Do I want to... Kind of thinking, what else could I take with me? I should arguably take... If I switch to my space config... Yeah, I do have some room. And then what I'll do is I will add some gun turrets to the bottom, just in case. Gun turrets. And their weird uranium ammunition, which I'm pretty sure I have like a lot of. And we'll add some spiked walls. Yeah, let's see if the game will satisfy their demands. Okay, good. Nice to see this, like, not really backing up, but oh well. Auto-save me. So yeah, if I take some gear with me, I should be able to hit the artifacts without causing too many issues for myself. Oh, plastic is still flowing. But I think we're going to have a lack of coal issue very soon. And we are already core mining, so, you know, we have all the normal production trucking along. Alright, getting close to home. So, military person frame rate. Okay, so we have all these things here. We got we got the drones. Do I want a rocket launcher as well? Kind of a silly question. Would hate to go and decide that actually a rocket launcher would be handy. Give me one. And give me plague rockets would be fun. Don't have any. Atomic bomb. Yeah. Alright. That should gear us up. What do we have too much of? Don't need that. I really can't see a need for this much. Where are they? There's a whole bunch of things I'm carting around which I just can't. Okay, that's probably fine. Stuff usually comes in handy just when I least expect it, so. But I'm quite confident that I don't need. Where is it? 30 odd. Actually, we'll just make those that. I can never find it when I want it. Ah. There's not even a search button for it. I want to get rid of these, basically. Why are they here? Okay, cool. They don't have to go in my inventory anymore. Good. That's probably worth then just saying, do not give me those when I'm going to space, please. Where are you? There. None required in space. Thank you. And I'll save this space config. That'll do. It's our rating config. So what I can do is put these here, put the rocket launcher here, and a stack of 10 rockets there. Do we want more? Yeah, why not? They're not too bad in the stack size. Get rid of these useless blueprints. Some fuel. Got some other junk on me. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So I'll be putting down turrets as I potentially go. Should do. No, actually, we need to change to space and then be ready with our keys and buttons and stuff. What can we afford to drop out of here? Oh, I've actually already got. That's kind of funny. Put that up there so we can go. Oh, laser turret? No. Let's put down the bang bang turret there. Cool. That's what I did last time. I basically had to turret kind of creep into the facility and nuke creep, and it was kind of painful. Oh look, there's some coal. How much is it? 790k. Wow, never mind. Now, do you even have the fuel to go? Yes, you do. And you actually got lots of other junk on you. So we'll just park yourself there. I'm just going to go turn on the heater. It's getting a little cold. 1 second. Alrighty. So I think we're basically ready to launch. That's good. The second site is... I'm kind of surprised no one's using it, but I guess that's fine. At some point I will brick it just like the other site, but never mind for now. Okay. All the Nacritite haulers are stuck waiting for fuel. In fact, I'm pretty sure that Razorbill... Oh, the Razorbill's... Okay, cool. It just doesn't use very much. It's so amazing. And it's loading. Cool. What was I worrying about? Excalibur? No, that's Citadel. Razorbill, Gannett. They're all fine. Okay, cool. So I think we'll go gear up. And we'll go see what the gear is going to do for us. Which I don't really know. I would also like to ensure that we have with us an absolute ton of this, say 1,000. That's ridiculous amounts, but never mind. Okay. What are you going to try and bring me, game? Oh, a bit of random stuff I don't care about. That's okay. Where are we heading? This way. Okay, we're going the right way. So we have the best spacesuit possible right now. What we do... Oh, okay. You make... Look, I love how the shields go. Oh, God, the most dooming ever. Magnetic monopole. Where are you? Are you... No, you must be a thing. We've done all the sciences. So you're here somewhere. Where are you? What are you doing? Oh, you dirty thing. Gosh, yeah. Monopole. Where would you be if you were a monopole data? You wouldn't be up around here. You would be maybe here? Oh my goodness. Alright, so we got to figure out what tier it is. It is... Oh, it's a final tier. Magnetic monopole. Okay, cool. So that should make it a little bit more obvious where it is. It's probably down here. Yes, it is. Okay, so... That is a very long way away, but game, I have faith. No, okay, just do this. Game, I do have faith in you. You will put a box there, and then you will put a little graboid there. And we will see shortly some stuff. Do I want to just take these for now? I think I do. I can't imagine that we will need more than that. We'll take some of that as well. Maybe we'll take these little laser boys with us too. Do I want a couple more? Yeah, why not? All right, so let's have a configuring party. What we take out? All of these. Most of those. Probably won't need to jetpack around. So then what we want to do is... Like, how much shielding is that? 6,000, whatever that is. That sounds cool, doesn't it? Oof. Okay, what is it doing now? Battery capacity 700 megajoules, shield capacity 1000, something or others. And what does this even do? Self-repair. Oh, okay, cool. So it slowly powers itself up. Recharge speed 25 hit points. So it is armor that uses energy to self-repair. Do we want more of it, or do we need more battery storage? What I could do is I'm trying to be as maximally prepared as possible. If we have any batteries, let's bring them. Oh, actually, what am I doing? I need... that's why I brought these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 self-defense lasers. Is that enough? Oh, we can't. Oh, we can. Oh, hang on. How many jetpacks do we have in our backpack now? Not really. Oh, God. Okay, so we are kind of slow. Well, that's fine. What we also want, I think, is potentially more batteries, just in case Battery 2. Give us 5 of them. Why not? No, no. No, give us... Like, give us just 5. Okay, fine. Let us take all of these out for now and put all of our backpacks in. And then put those in. That's... At least we can move somewhere. So, I think we can probably take our ship with us and go and do this little exploration. We do make the... yeah, we got heaps of everything. I will totally save scum this. Just because I've already spent enough hours. And I don't want to be going back and forth doing pointless things. Like, either succeeds or it doesn't. But I can't... Oh, why are you... Oh, because we're out of power. Interesting. Why is that? Is it just the nature of this amount of gear in one person? Alright, let's... Yoink. Alright. Toggle personal roboports. Let us take these out. Put those in. It's going up again. Okay, game, what are you doing? Do we have some weird priority issues, I wonder, on this stuff? Nope, it's happy. What was that? Rose. Rose always has alien problems. So we're carrying all our spare junk around, which is good. We have, in theory, some batteries on the way. Shield battery capacity, shield capacity, 9,000, 700 megajoules there. Solar panels producing 30 kilowatts. 30 kilowatt on one solar panel. And these guys produce 750 kilowatts. Alright, it's not too bad, I guess. It's 4x4 at 16 times 30. That's a number. Life support. Batteries Mark II. Do we want to risk it? I think we do. This is charging up quite nicely. And it's I think that is a huge amount of shielding, so... Got 2 weapons ready. It is... They're trying to bring me something, but... Oh, we're so slow. We're slow. I think we'll just go. Let's go. Jetpack acceleration. Yes, so where we want to go is... I think Charon, being a relatively small world. So we'll try and land on Charon. And we'll see what happens if we can get there. Charon. Okay, before we do that, let's save the game. Episode 77. Just in case. Hey there, Guick. We're going to go and try and do some artifact raiding. So this bad boy ship should do the fine job. Let's have a look. And it's only a minute away at this speed. Yeah. Come on, engage. How are all the ships? They're landed and not doing much. Where are all the haulers? Citadel hasn't launched yet. Albatross has never launched. Ah, such a pain. We are so slow. If the biters do chase us, we're going to be in big trouble. Donka, 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 donka. I imagine that once this is charged, we'll actually start to see the battery recover, which we're going to need it because, oh, the lasers are going to chew through lots of battery, aren't they? It's going to be a pain, the personal defense lasers. But I do have a Tesla gun. I'm not afraid to use it. Don't. My FPS UPS make things look worse than they are. No, not the Interstellar. Where are we? There we are. There's our ship, the Linnet, just passing the planet, or the moon, Sandro. Anything interesting on any of these moons? Nah. No artifacts. Nope. Agni we've already explored. Rose we know about. Sneck has an artifact, but it's also massive, which makes me think it's a bit dangerous to try and land there. I'm looking for a little icon here. I can get to it through the other list, but yeah, never mind. Fanto, look, beautiful tiny little world. What's it got? Vitamelange, and it's got biters. Mind you, I could, oh, not many. I could probably, with it being so small, eradicate the biters myself just by driving around and blowing it. Blowing them all up. So Charon and Plato. So Palto is the other one, kind of small world. Calipo we've been to, and it's quite easy to land on. And finally, this big one, Zalba. So 5-8. Nalvis is 5-6. So there's 3 worlds to explore of various sizes. Excalibur's coming back. Good. Yeah, and as I suspected, the shields are now at full strength. So we're starting to see this slowly creep up. But really not very fast at all. How much do these use? 50 kilojoules per shot. We've got 8% of... I can't even tell how many batteries. I'd have to add them up. 8.8 megajoules. So that'll be consistent across all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, that's a nice even number. So I've now got 700 or 70 megajoules, and this uses 50 kilojoules. That seems like a good number of shots. Yeah, I mean, that seems like it's going to shoot a lot. 6 seconds. Now, the thing I'm worried about is taking off again. But, oh look, we've got so much fuel on us. I mean, that's why I built this. One of the reasons I built the ship this way with like 5 fuel tanks, even though it's a chunky ship. All right. Let's see what happens. Anchor on Charon. Whoa, we've never looked at this world before. Okay. Where is the artifact? I'm just going to go back to the Universe the Universe Explorer and explore Charon. This way because it's quicker. Where is the artifact? Come on. I want to land right next to it, you see. I don't want to be messing around walking across the map. Aha, there you are. We're going to land right next to you, pal. Right, doors on the left hand side, so we'll park ourselves on the right hand side. There's no biters here as far as I can tell. Womp. How much would it take to get back to Nalvis orbit? Heaps of fuel capacity. Okay, cool. I'm just so nervous. Like the last time I did this, it was just massively painful. One thing I could do is put down one of these, and the reason I would do that is the game treats these as spawning points. Spawn lol. So it might, if I do die, I could possibly just pop out that way. Okay, so we know there's there. Okay, now I'm kind of psychologically ready. Oh, okay. This seems... Oh my god, they actually already just nuked so many of them. Oh, this is easier. This is so much easier. It's even propagating through the artifact thingamybobby. Okay, well that was like a million times easier than last time. I can just nuke some rocks for the fun of it. Yeah, rocks, you can get out of here. I wish there was coal. And the loot is ours. Now look, we've got all these constellation signs, and in here... Productivity mine? Productivity... We already make productivity 9, so the default action of our game is like, oh yeah, let's chuck them in the bin. You can get rid of them. Now, I'm going to do a little test. Why do I even have a long junction space pipe? I don't know, I don't even use them. These, I think, in the end game, I think these artifacty things here, these ancient containers or something like it, can be used to move items across interstellar space. They're kind of like pocket dungeons, pocket wormhole things, I don't know. So I'm just going to leave that in there. I liked that this was... I do find that interesting how much they just burned through those. That was cool. What I don't understand is, in theory, there's meant to be a puzzle here. Now, spoilers, there is a thing called the Anomaly in the game. Is that the only way in? It might actually be. And that is basically a wormhole. So you travel to the Anomaly, and it's the same distance from Nauvis as it is from anywhere else in the universe. So it means you can jump long distances, because you travel to the Anomaly, and then from the Anomaly you travel on to where you want to go. Well, that's cleared out. I think we can safely go to the next spot, which is Palto. When we get there, we'll check if we can actually land there. Whomp. How much are we going to use? Not much, to be honest. Cool, that is now locked. Good. Actually, I should change that to speed is less than... No, it's fine. We can be stationary in space and the door can open. That's sort of robotically controlled. Actually, one of the things I should do is at Charon, delete surface. I haven't got any surface view on that. No, we need to land it. Actually, Palto, we need to view the surface so we can find the... Oh, come on, game. You can handle it. I believe in you. It's very pretty. There are biters though, little buggers. But that's why we bring lasers and on everything. Alrighty, where are you? Aha! I found you. You're going to be a bit of a pain to land around, but that's okay. Oh, that looks just so cool. I must admit, that's pretty sweet looking. Don't appear to be any biters nearby, and we are 23 seconds away. So much available fuel. And then when we travel back home, we're going to just drain the base of all the fuel again, filling up this bad boy. Unless I just never travel home. Literally could park this at Dark Assemblage and it would just sit there consuming nuclear fuel and adding to the power grid. Or not nuclear fuel, antimatter fuel. Look at that rock. Wow, that was big. $10 seconds, cool. Oh, yeah, I can just disconnect myself from the ship there. Suit is still charging up. Weapons are still ready to go. This is a good experimental time. I haven't seen anything in the game unless... I don't think it is. Where are they? No, the arcospheres don't appear on this list, do they? These Greek letters aren't what we're looking at on the surface, I don't think. No, I don't think. Can we anchor there on the cliffs and just destroy the cliffs? Bit worried. Maybe we'll just go down here. Didn't save, of course, but let's check anyway. Whew. Either location we can go to. Yeah, just we could probably do this multiple times. Alright, so let's go have a little look around in here. It's looking pretty hot. Really nice pyramid. Good time of day for a bit of pyramid hunting. You can call me Laura Croft, pirate that is small. That's pretty lame. So go and have a squiz. Oh, that was our personal defense lasers cooking off too. Well, no, don't you try. Oh, no, personal defense lasers. I'm not even going to shoot. Nah, just munch them without. Okay, stop. Yeah. Wow. Again. Just so powerful. A lot of that is because we have upgraded. That's weird. The procedural dungeon kind of fails. We've upgraded our laser power like 12 or 15 times. Now those symbols, they don't look to me like anything to do with Speed Module 9. Sure, why not? I'll take one of those. I already have them, but fine. Thanks, game, I guess. And yeah, do they differ? Let's have a good look. I don't think they differ. Yeah, I've heard there's a puzzle associated with them, but obviously it didn't pass through the item or anything, so that's, yeah, whatever. I've heard there's a puzzle, but I've yet to see any evidence of it. Wish I could find a kind of fly low over this place and just eradicate the filth that is the biters, the biter menace. So we've done that one. Now we could do Zalba, which is bigger, but I think we can handle it. To do 3 planetary launches is pretty sweet. 758? Yeah, this seems fine. What was I going to do? I was going to do something in particular with the ship. Or was I? I just can't believe that our self-defense lasers just murked so many of those bad boys. That is funny. I haven't even had to switch over to the tactical nuke. One of the problems with the nuke is it just takes a little while for the rocket to travel. Meanwhile, the biters have eaten you if you were my old character before I amped myself up on all this. Whoa, wow. Okay, that's some big juice. If I stand out the front, my personal lasers might kick in. I don't think they have I don't think they outrange these. Yeah, there you go. I think that was us for a brief second. I should put myself a little platform out front. Big rocks. Not far. Oh, so now I shall delete the surface. We have been here. We have pillaged a bunch of other places we don't care about. Calipo. I think it's basically going to delete your surface. Trimmed. That way we don't have to hang on. Yeah, that way it just reduces the save file ever so slightly. Maybe it makes life a bit quicker. Rose we know about. Snick I will come back to. I think we will try and get it on this trip. I feel like we're going to have enough fuel to do it, but and then beyond that there are worlds further afield that also have these, but that feels to me like a bit of an offline thing to do, just because it'll be like 5-10 minutes of travel for every single one. I might do that sometime when I've got other jobs to do. I can just park the ship. I mean, this is just doing great for a generic explorer. I mean, I don't know how much faster you can get than 300. If anyone's played before, let me know. Anchor on Zalba. Oh my god. I feel like up here is where the asteroid... I can see a black square on my screen, not the asteroid. Holy... Oh wow. Oh, I know what I've done. I viewed the surface a long time ago, and when you view a surface... can I just plant on them? Just like go... I want to go here so that my back is a bit protected. Okay, this is going to be funny. You know what? I'm going to save. I'm going to totally save scum this. I'm confident, but I also don't want to lose the entire ship and all my stuff and have to respawn somewhere else. That would be terrible. So, you know what I might do as well? Might put some more lasers down, you know. Can do that. No rule against it. Yeah. And I will stand at the back over here because we're a bit short. Well, don't fall off the ship. Anchor. No. Oh no, don't. Oh, I have to get away from all the creatures. I can't just land. That's terrible. Oh, look. Oh no, no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No, this is not good. Okay, I'm gonna reload. I'll fire a missile out. No. We're just gonna fire a nuclear missile. No. 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 Why can't I... I'm just gonna run away. Ah! Okay, that's safer in here. And what was all this treasure for? Like, just a crummy... crummy 9. Is that different? I don't think it is. Feel free to just zip back in the thing. I don't think it is. I'm going to just go out and face the things and then reload. And then, is there a better place to land? Don't think so. Look at that, though. This place needs plague missiles. And the range on them is so good too. I like the nuke so much, but it does take a second to reload. No, don't catch me. Oh, where did they all come from, even? No, no, no. Well, at least we know the suit is powerful enough. Oh, oh, oh. Here goes that nuke. And. Oh, actually, what I could do Oh, I've got an idea. Okay, this is a great idea. Okay, this will be fun. So, we are going to use the home base's nuclear missiles to wipe out as much life as we can in the area, which I think will work just fine, because I'm a cheaty safe scammer. But I mean, really, that was a phenomenal amount of biters. It's my own fault. I think I viewed the surface, and when you view a surface, evolution can then take place, and the biters can spread, and so on and so forth. So yes, okay. So Calidus, deploy the nuclear deterrent. Where are we anyway? No. Where are we? We're at Zauber. Okay, cool. Okay. I feel like I'm radioing home base. Home base, home base. We need Zauber to receive some tactical... Yes. Yes, just... Payload empty? What does that mean? Did it fire? Womp. We're just going to clear this place out on automatic retargeting. I'm going to make sure we get... Here comes the nuke. Whoa, so good. Automatic retargeting on. Oh, no, I don't want you just clearing the entire planet. I just need you to clear around here, please. What is automatic? Payload. Off, on. Oh, I guess it just turns it off and on. Alright, fair enough. On. Just raining nukes. I would like it to keep them to this area, but... Oh, there's just so many. Where did it even hit? Oh, it's doing its own little exploration as it does it too. No, we don't want it entirely. Like, just here will do. Here will do. Yeah, here will do. And here will do. Okay. Because then I can just kind of land near it and I can jump in. Here we go. And hopefully not trigger everything. Right, finally a great use for these things. Just, I can see on the map the main concentrations of actual spawners. Oh yeah, what am I doing? Yep. Ah. Oh no, plague rocket. Actually, they would be interesting. That's how that works. Okay, is it safe to come down yet? If I delete the surface, then when I view it again, I might only have to view a small amount. I think it was here, wasn't it? Because I want to view, I don't want, yeah, I just want to view around here. Well, there's still stuff there. Oh. Did I accidentally cheat? Oh, I think I accidentally cheated by deleting the entire surface. It's reset the biters. Oh, I feel a bit bad about that. But on the other hand, it was an accident and we did burn a lot of nuke stuff away. Off. Turn this off. Have a chill out, boys. Just stock up on those nukes. Save the game again and we'll land. And that'll be all the artifacts completed in the area. Yeah, I know, I don't... If I anchor here, then the front lasers will come in and just munch them. Okay, okay, can we fly? There we go. Problem solved. Job done. Did we take a few hits here? Looks like we did. Where? Oh, I don't have a drone port in my inventory. What could I take out? I could take out one of these and put one of these in. And then minions. Like, oh yeah, they're going to do it. Good. Now we take out one of the, yeah, and do that. Okay, so, oh man, we're so slow. Just have a little run, go check out this thing. We get to clear this temple again, or this weird place. Personal lasers, go. Yeah. I like to give my personal lasers a chance. Come on, boys, get in there. I forgot how good they were because I've used them on Spidertrons, of course. And that's that. Does this look different? Someone tell me. I actually kind of think it does. But yeah, I wouldn't be able to confirm that 100%. Oh, running out. Alright, well that's one world cleansed, and I can fly away and delete the surface now, which is good. Just keep the biter threat down. Oh yes, okay, we're very slow, we get it. Oh, what is that? Why is it flashing? Okay. We've cleared everything. Cool. Now it's orbit, launch, and we've entirely chewed through way less than half of our fuel. Maybe all but half. Nearly half after all those launches and stuff. Wow, that's really cool. So, lesson learned. Don't need those. Definitely don't need those either. Definitely didn't need the walls. I'm going to park the nukes somewhere. I'll leave the ammo. A couple of hundred of those at all times is probably reasonable. Don't need those. Oops, don't need them at all. And we can save that as the space config. So, I'm kind of confused now. Delete surface. So, is there anywhere that we haven't been there? We've been there, we've been there. There's really nowhere else in the system to go for this. Okay, cool. So I think that's probably just about a good time to end it. We'll have a quick look at Dark Assemblage. How are you doing? 25,000 science backed up. Another 4,500 there. Okay, well that's cool. So we know we can definitely send the other ship back. It's just it does consume so much of our sort of storage to do that. I almost... How are you looking? Down in the capture zone, they're not there, and no one's landed over there either. So, what is going on? Fuel is my guess. Yeah, low fuel. I mean, I could produce more. Would that be a problem? Maybe, maybe not. We're just so short of fuel. What have we got in this pipe? There is fuel going through it. Those are full. That's the other thing. As soon as we go back, everything goes on the back foot again. I need to create like a dedicated non-nuclear fuel or atomic fuel canister type or antimatter fuel canister location. Now you're out because supercooled is low. Now up here, do we have in the coolant tree? We have there's enough cryonite up the wazoo. Why are you not working? Oh, you've got heaps. Why are you not working? Oh, you've got heaps. You're full. You're fine. I probably actually need to stick more outputs on. Why are you... What are we looking like on the inputs? Arguably could do with more. So we do have a bit of a coolant factory here, but I'm always very nervous about turning it on because you can jam too much fluid in the network and then everything can seize up in a really horrible way, and that makes your life unpleasant. So we have to be considerate to that. Rose, what are you doing with 5? Rose wants 5 boxes, and I don't know why. Where do you want them? Here? Oh, yeah, okay, that's fine. I had some weird issues with repair boxes, just not... basically, this, you see? This requests, and then it puts them in the thing, and then they get confused, and it just goes on and on forever. So I'm having to... I almost certainly need a bunch of green boxes, which hopefully... Would that prevent? I actually don't think they would. So I'm not quite sure how to make these most available. Like the repair packs, I swear I had a lot here, and the drones seem to have trouble getting to them, and I don't know why. It was very confusing. Oh yeah, we got some loops going on here too. Down here. Actually, the ones without power I should probably delete, because lack of power, I think, has a bit of a hit on UPS. Yeah. Oh, here comes some biters. They're just going to get munched. They pretty much all die before the fuel can get to them. I'm not even sure there's much point. On the larger hordes, I think it does help, but yeah, not on these small ones. Alright, yay, we're back home. So I can probably, I think I'm going to put a box over here, just my own little personal storage party box. And you are going to have all of the fun toys that I don't want on me right now. No, don't. Go in there. Yeah, don't get rid of all my stuff just because. So we want this stuff and this stuff out. We're going to replace it with this stuff and that stuff. That stuff comes out, and we'll put our leg. Oh, where are our legs? There are our legs. Good. Put our legs back in. Of course, we have to arrange things so that legs can fit. Good. And into here goes those. I mean, they worked really, really well. That was really super effective. Now, the big problem I have to do is sort out coal, and then almost certainly sort out the antimatter. So the antimatter production relies on particle stream. Particle stream relies on a bunch of stuff, just like heaps, and plasma, which relies on heaps of stuff. And that'll be the reason why we've got the petroleum ship going up and down due to the need. So in orbit, what are we looking at? Okay, the demand is not in any, except for antimatter, the demand is not in some horrible backed up thing. So we should be looking at plenty of gel, plenty of cosmic water, plenty of coolant in that regard. Actually, heaps of coolant. That's awesome. So the gels are fine. The ion stream, well, we only need the red stream. The red stream is also fine. So really, we're just not making it fast enough, which is probably really good news, to be perfectly honest. Like, that's a thing I can solve just with some building. Whereas some things just really hard to solve, even with building. So I will probably look to jam in. Could I jam you in up there? No, probably not. I'll probably look to jam in more antimatter production just somewhere, wherever I can. It does obviously need a lot more of it, and yeah, that's a big barrier to getting on with things. But I think for now that's probably plenty. I'm pretty pleased with our general progress. We've got ships coming back with, well, they came back. We had our the Linnet, or whatever the heck it's called, brought back some arcospheres, which was awesome, and it took it brought a ton of science back as well. So, and it still has more ready to go. So that's cool. I'm not going to send it though. We just can't afford the fuel. Can't afford the fuel right now. And we created our new little cryonite ship, which, where the heck is it? Where are you? Razorbill? Oh, you're flying back. With almost certainly a full load of cryonite. Nice. So that's going beautifully. And the arcospheres have been zipping back and forth. The thing they're short on, which I should actually just put this on a priority and be done with it. I need this more than I need other stuff. Is to they're just short on the plate. So plate coming in, and that's because we're short on fuel. But they've been cranking along, and these guys as well, kind of holding a lot of arcospheres in the inventory, which sucks. But this is all looking great, and it's perfectly balanced, as all things should be. So until next time, I've been Tiny Pirate. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this interesting. If you have any questions about any of this, let me know. If you want a grand tour sometime, let me know. I will do one. But until then, I've been Tiny Pirate. As I already said, good night.